Hello students, welcome to my class. In today's session, let me go through business reports and media reports. Look at here. A report is a formal statement of facts written for a specific audience to meet specific needs. So what is a report? Report is a formal statement of facts. Yes, the statement is going to be true. Yes, whatever it is going to be fact. The word report comes from the Latin word reporte, which means what is that? Carry back. Next, thus, a report is a description of an event or a situation. What is that? Report is a description of an event or a situation based on facts. Compulsory, it is going to be fact. To someone who was not present in the scene. So whatever the situation, whatever the facts, whatever happens in the society, though we are not present in the scene, we are going to know what is going to be happen, what is happening in the society. Yes, in our absence, even though we will know what is going to be happen, what is going everything in the society because of this report. What is that newspaper? So through the newspaper, through the YouTube, through the Google search, we can we will come to know what's the matter is going on in the society. Just though we are not going to be present in that situation. So that is understood. A report is a description of an event or a situation based on facts. Okay. Next, reports play a key role in any in any organization. An engineer, a business executive, or a government official spends a large amount of time writing reports. Government or business organizations or industries take important decisions based on the information presented or recommendations made in reports. So, what is that? Government or business organization or industries take important decisions, yes, based on the recommendations made in report. So, whatever the recommendation made in a report, based on that recommendation, so whatever the industries or any organization, they take important decisions. Next, the following are some important points to keep in mind before writing a report. So what are the points to be keep in mind while writing a report? Look at here. What is that? It is a formal statement of facts. Compulsory it should be, whatever the statement should be, true statement. It should be the formal statement. It should be a formal. It should not be informal. First one, it should be a formal and that too with facts. Next, it should be conventional in form. Next, it should meet the needs of a specific audience. Already, we know this. It should meet our needs, whatever the newspaper, whatever the next. It should include analysis and interpretation of data and the procedure for the collection of data. Next, it should contain conclusion reached by the writer based on the data or facts observed. Should contain compulsory conclusion. So it should have some conclusion, recommendation, conclusion based on the data or facts observed. Next, it may include suggestion, just now I said, suggestions or recommendations where required. Compulsory, what is that? While writing, before writing the report, these points have to be kept in mind. So what is that? Whatever the report should be formal, because in any business organization, governmental organizations or industries, so whatever they write these reports, yes. So that report should be formal report. You see, yes, formal statements. Next, it should, whatever it should be, real fact. The statement should be true statement. Next, it should meet audience needs. Next, conclusion, recommendation, compulsory, and it includes analysis and interpretation of data. Next, reports may be categorized into different types on the basis of need, audience, periodicity, communicative form, nature, scope, and so on. Next, the language and style used in a report depends on who the intended reader is: superior officer, colleague, subordinate, customer, stakeholder, and so on. Yes, so whatever the reports are may be categorized into different types. Yes, already you know about letters, formal letters and informal letters. In the same way here, formal report and informal report. So whatever to whom you are going to write that report, based on that reports are two types, especially two types, formal and informal. Yes, that way. So based for superior officer or colleague subordinate, it should follow formal structure. Look at here. Once again, formal structure. It has whatever for superior officer. For instance, if the report is to be submitted to the superior officer, it has to strictly follow a formal structure. Yes, when you go to letter, formal letter, so for your, if you write to your principal or any higher officials, compulsory you are going to write a formal letter. In the same way, formal reports, same as it is. Next, it should be very formal. Yes. In the same way, here also report should be very formal statement. It should be informal. Next, a report may be formal or informal. Already just now I discussed formal letter, informal. In the same way, formal report and informal reports. Yes, understood what is that formal and informal. As already just now I discussed. Now, look at here. A report may be formal or informal. Next, oral or written. Already here, reports may be categorized into different types on the basis of need, audience. Yes, that's not there. So here look at that. Categorized into different types. Look at here. What are the types? Formal or informal. Next, oral or written. Next, or informational or analytical, depending on the significance of the information. Yes. So how many types are there? So basically what we know, what basically formal and informal, that's it. Yes, it's general. And here still look at here. They gave oral or written. Next one, or informational or analytical. Yes, depending on the significance of information. Look at here. Oral, even oral in oral reports, even it is going to be formal or informal. Yes, coming to the written, may be formal or informal. Yes, look at here. Oral reports are informal in nature. Mostly oral reports, whatever Only during business meetings, so they are going to be formal meetings. Yeah, apart from that, all oral reports are going to be informal. Yes, understood. Only some, whatever the big business, whatever the business deals, whatever the negotiation between higher officials. So during that time, whatever the oral meetings, oral so whatever that is going to be in formal structure. But basically, oral reports are informal in nature, and they present information face to face, direct face to face. Yes, oral, whatever the oral that is face to face. So, whatever the between a student and teacher, whatever the discussion is going to be face to face. What is that? It's oral. Next, some organization prefer oral reports. Yes, some organization followed by written reports as they give immediate feedback and help in taking quick decisions. Some organizations prefer oral reports followed by written reports. Is it clear? First oral reports, then written reports. As they give immediate feedback. So whatever the immediate feedback is very, very important. Yes, you know this. Even in your college, yes, your principal is going to ask you to write feedback of your lecturers. So it's a feedback. So with that feedback, she or he can understand your opinion on that lecturer. So she can take quick decision. Yes, if something in negative way, then she rectifies that and she or he rectifies their mistake and immediately they are going to appoint new lecturer in place of old staff. Is it clear? So feedback always helps person to take a good decision, maybe positive or negative, whatever may be the feedback, but it helps in taking good decisions. Whatever that they are going to rectify themselves. Since the authenticity of oral reports is questionable unless recorded, so what is that? Actually, oral reports. So the authenticity of oral reports is questionable. So whatever the oral reports, so is questionable because unless recorded, if it's recorded, okay, for future use, okay, it's well and good. But if an oral report, nowadays technology is changed a lot. So compulsory they are going to say whatever that information or even oral reports or written reports, whatever maybe they are going to save it. So if these oral reports are not saved or not, so what is going to happen? It is going to be questionable. So what oral reports should be recorded. If not, it is going to be questionable. Next, organization because of this, organization prefer written reports. Is it clear? Because recording oral reports instead of that, they go to written reports. Organizations go to written reports. Next, written reports are necessary for information storage and future reference. Yes, for future reference. For future reference is very, very important. So whatever your books, so it's very, very useful for you for your future. Just mostly whatever uh, they'll keep aside their books. Yes, because for future reference, whatever if you get any doubts on something you go to your book. Yes, but nowadays everything is through net, so it's very very easy to find out what's your problem or what's your something problem in your subject. You can browse through Google. So in those days, Usually, they used to keep their books aside, whatever the written reports, everything they used to keep aside. But nowadays, everything is going to be saved in the PDF form. Generally, reports are written in the past tense as the information provided in the report is based on facts observed or data collected. So what he is saying right now, reports are written in the past tense. Yes, reports are written because already whatever the already happened discussion, happened thing, whatever the facts, already observed thing. Yes, already data collected, so